All right, so YouTube, I'm back in the building for another reaction. So this time, um, definitely going to be looking at the Zero versus Trade and that whole thing that went on or whatever. And yeah, man, it's even hearing this is sad, bro. Like it's just sad, bro. It's really a dark cloud over our city to see that like two legends are still at this very current moment still beefing. And then even more than that, it's like that's his Zero and Trey are cousins. So it's like even more than that, it's like bro, they not it's not like they young and beefing. They like in their mid-30s, early 40s beefing, bro. Like Zero and Trey beefing right now is like 50 Cent and Ja Rule still beefing. It feels like it's never gonna end. But let's get into this video. Shout out to Key Talk Media. And we're just gonna look at his breakdown.
Check it out, man. All right. I'm gonna give a shout out to Notification Gang, Key Talk Gang, give it a really the same thing for rocking with me every single video. If you listen to my voice right now, go ahead and like the video and hit the notification so you get a notification every single time I drop a video. Anyway, so I'm sure by now, a lot of y'all, probably the majority of y'all, have seen a video of Trey the Truth and his gang, pretty much his brother Zayton, giving Zero the beats. Now, the reason that we're giving Zero the beats, actually, hold on, if you haven't seen,
I haven't seen the video, so I looked up the video. And I found the video. This is only like 30 seconds of it. So I'm trying my best to let's just look at it. Let's just look at it. Oh. Dang, bro, that was Zero on the floor, bro? No, that's crazy. That's Trey right there in the orange. Dang, man, this is like, I ain't gonna lie. It's too much right now. I ain't gonna lie. What you want to do, huh? What you want to do? Come on, man. Don't move. What you want to do? Let me go. What you want to do? Stop running. Let him get it. Let him get it. Let him get it. Go get it. Let him get it. Take that out. Hey, man, you got to give Zero credit, bro. He was getting stomped out, and he still got up and still wanted to throw them hands, man. You got to give him credit for that. But all together, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. It don't look good. It does not look good at all. Considering the fact of what Trey the Truth is now versus what he was back in the day, it don't look good, bro. And then Zero, it's just two legends that you just don't want to see it, bro. Now I think I see and understand why Zero and Trey stay away from each other. Like, they not in the same room with each other. Like, it makes so much sense now. So let's just get back into Key Talk Media's video.
In the video, I'm going to have the video on my Instagram at Key Talk Media Mafia. I'll put the link in the bio. Anyways, now the reason that they were actually giving Zero the beats, allegedly, you know, I'm talking about, they had a show, and this happened some years ago, a while ago, right? So they had a show, and at that show, you know, I'm talking about, well, when they were on the way to the show, they ended up getting pulled over. Once they got pulled over, you know, I'm talking about, allegedly, Trey the Truth brother and Zayton ended up going to jail. He took a charge for Zero. That's what he claims. But Zero is saying, no, man, no. He went to jail what he was supposed to go to jail for, you know what I'm talking about? Because I said what I had in the car. I said I had some green, you know what I'm talking about? But when they found that lean and stuff wasn't mine. Anyways, let me actually let y'all hear from both of them and both of their sides of the story. So first, you'll be able to hear Zero, and then after Zero says his side of the story, you'll hear Trey the Truth Brother Zayton come on and pretty much say his side of the story. Anyways.
What happened with us, we stopped at the Waffle House off Washington and Beaumont first to get something to eat. We on the way to Bobby Calle. You know what I'm saying? Go get some of this Louisiana money. And when we stopped at this Waffle House, we got into it with some people at the Waffle House. And nah, for real. We got into it with some people at the Waffle House, and one way or another, they told.
I'm sorry to keep pausing it, but like, I don't understand why is Waffle House the universal place where people just like, it just breeds, I want to fight a nigga. Like, why does it breed, I want to fight a nigga? I don't understand that. Never made sense. It's never going to make sense. It's so like Waffle House is so ratchet and ghetto. Like, I don't understand how Waffle House has always had that stigma wrapped around it. So don't make no sense. But anyways.
Told the police that we pulled a gun on them. We just argued with these people. I forget what the argument was, because I mean, you talking about 05, 06. But
so the fight that took place between these two pretty much is a fight from something that happened 17 years ago. As you hearing what he said, you know, I'm talking about
17 years ago. 17 years ago? Y'all niggas fighting about something that happened 17 years ago? Nigga, what? What? Man, this AVN beef is real deep. No, this ain't no game, man. 17 years ago? As old as everybody is? Man. I mean, but then again, when I think about it, like, they all blood, so like, it's different when it's blood. It's like, if it's just three niggas fighting and they not even friends and nothing like that, and it's just like two former friends, then I get it. Then it makes more sense. But this is like blood, so like Zero, Trey, and his brother. So like this is a family matter. This is not even a rapper matter. This is a family matter. 17 years ago, man. That, I guess it's just a thing of like, hey, it don't matter if it was 20 years ago. It don't matter if it was 25 years ago. You know, you can't tell somebody how to react when it comes to something like that.
Before they made it to the show, they actually stopped at that Waffle House, got into it with some people there, and of course, they all used to be a part of a group called ABN, which is A-hole by nature, for those that don't know. Anyways, after they got into it with the people at that Waffle House, I guess they ended up leaving, but the Waffle House people ended up calling the 12 and saying that they pulled the guns on them, and that's actually what caused them to get pulled over by the 12.
These people said that we pulled a gun on them.
They always saying that we pulling guns on them.
Exactly. And at this time, it's me, and you know the ABN. It's all of us, and we deep.
Trey was with y'all.
Trey was with us. It was a Zero show, and it was a Zero ABN show. I've been home from jail like 9 months already. They said we pulled a gun. They didn't say who pulled the gun, but they definitely saw Zero. So by the time we get in orange for people that don't like how I talk, we was in Orange, Texas, and they pulled us over. And they didn't even actually pull me over. We pulled in to get gas at the nearest gas. It says, hey, somebody said y'all pulled the gun. And they said your name. And I'm like, well, I ain't got no gun. You can search this month. And he found something else. Not on found. And that's called snitching. even though it would have set me straight and I would have made it to Delta Grand that night to do my concert, I would have had a jacket on my back for even telling the truth about young guy. Hey, man.
Anyways, so boom, the 12 pulls them over and actually, well, not exactly pulls them over, pulls them over technically inside of where they're getting gas, but the 12 searches the car looking for that gun that they allegedly pulled on the people at Waffle House, which Zero said he didn't have a gun, and then next thing you know, the 12 finds something, and pretty much Zero's like, yeah, that ain't mine, but I ain't say that wasn't mine, because, that would have made me kind of like a...
Yeah, he would have got that label put on him that, hey, why you snitch? So I get that. I understand that. But yeah. And then for those of y'all that don't know, like, I believe Orange, Texas is like a sundown town. So no matter what, and the way this story is going, I felt like they was gonna get pulled over regardless because they black and it's nighttime. And or like I said, go do your research on sundown towns. Here in Texas, we got a lot of them. We have a lot of them. So yeah.
Snitch or something like that. So obviously it had to be the person that he was in a car with, which was Trader Truth brother Zayton.
And I don't think he was ever in a position like that before. And he was asked a question, I was asked a question. No shit like that. The officer even told me. I can tell you this though. I, Joseph McVeigh, I have an ounce of loud. This is what I got right here. I found this under...
Now So Zero doesn't actually snitch and say, hey, what you just found isn't mine, but he goes about it another way and pretty much says, I will tell you what in the car is mine that you may find that's, that's not good. It's this ounce of loud right here. This ounce of loud, this is mine. And obviously when he says that, that leaves anything else is actually found to be, to be given to the other person as far as the charge goes.
Yo, see, what you got to say about it? He said, man, we riggers, we ain't scared of no jail.
How you put we in there?
Now So at this point right here, whenever, talking about the officer found that other stuff and Zero said the only thing in his car that's illegal is the ounce of loud, but, talking about the lean and stuff that the officer actually found as well, they looked at old boy, which is Zayton, Trader Truth bro, and then, I'm talking about Zayton said, hey, man, I'm a real deal street, talking about I ain't scared of no jail, it is what it is. So at that point right there, obviously, talking about they're going to charge him with whatever that was, and this is Zero's side of the story. And now we're gonna go listen to Zayton.
So basically, what Zayton said was, "We ain't scared of no jail," and that was that. So now we about to look at Trader Truth's brother Zayton's side of the story. See what he says.
Zayton's side of the story.
Like a real nigga, you think I ain't gonna expose it? I ain't gonna be like, hey, yeah, we know what you doing. You know what I mean? Let me see about it. The state troopers pulled us over because your ass was falling asleep while you was driving, man. You know what I'm saying?
Now So Zero said that they got pulled over because allegedly they was at a Waffle House and the people called the 12 and said that they pulled a gun on them. However, Trader Truth bro Zayton came out and said, hold up. The reason we got pulled over because you was talking about leaned out and you was over there driving out crazy and swerving. That's why we got pulled over.
And I was asleep the whole time. We all went some change away from Houston.
Okay, so his story is kind of got some holes in it a little bit. He's saying that they got pulled over because of Trader Truth. Zayton, Trader Truth's brother, is saying that they got pulled over because of Zero falling asleep behind the wheel. But what makes this even more question mark is that Zayton said that he was asleep the whole time while Zero was driving. So how could you even factor that he was the one driving then if you were asleep though? It don't even make sense. That's not really aligning together with the story.
Drunk all my oil, and before we left the H, I'm leaning and enjoying my motherfucking high. You know what I'm saying? I just all of a sudden wake, they got putting you in custody. I looked around, boom, your drink bottle right here next to me with no top on it. I down it. You know, and rinse the bottle.
So Zayton's pretty much like, man, listen, man, I'm knocked out, I'm sleep. Cause before we even got on the road, you know what I'm talking about, I was already leaned out, drank all my lean. I ain't had no lean in the car cause I drank all mine. But next thing I know, shoot, we waking up and when I wake up, I see you getting the handcuffs and I look down and see your lean bottle next to me. So I drank it, you know what I'm talking about, because I don't want to get in no trouble. But the next thing I know, another 12 walks up to the car, and this 12 walk up to the car showing me all type of, you know what I'm talking about, drink with lean in it, talking about this what they found. And you already done told them that the only thing you got on there is an ounce is yours.
So basically what he's saying is he had already drank all his, and he seen another bottle, which he says was zeros while he was getting put in handcuffs. And he was like, you know what? Let me, you know what I'm saying, drink this so that, you know, they don't add extra whatever, what have you. This is, wow, interesting, bro.
By that time, another lawman had pulled up and took me out the car, thinking everything's smooth. He ain't got nothing but some weed, you know what I'm saying? That he done left in the door. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, they pull out, got 3 sodas pulled up. That's what we went to the penitentiary for. That's how we got took down. You know what I'm saying? Because of this stupid moving like a cornball. Paperwork.
Now you know. So pretty much, you know what I'm talking about, whenever the 12 came back to the car and found them other bottles, you know what I'm talking about, the sodas with the lean in it, Buddy ended up taking those charges and he ended up going to prison. And that's why he was extremely pissed off, because, you know what I'm talking about, he feels like, you know, first of all, Zero driving all crazy. So, you know what I'm talking about, that's the reason they got pulled over. And he didn't really say nothing about the gun and nothing like that, getting caught with a gun at a place of pulling a gun on nobody. He just said he was driving crazy. But then on top of that, before he said he got in the car, you know, he drank all his lean, so none of the stuff in the car was pretty much his. But also Zero said none of the stuff in the car was his either. So in that case, it looks like this is just a case of, you know what I'm talking about, everybody getting in the car and not knowing what everybody got on them, just in case, not planning ahead, not being prepared, just in case the 12 was to pull them over, anything like that was to happen. Everybody just riding, you know what I'm talking about, and who knows, we don't know who had what, or we don't know who's what or what or what. We just know whatever they saying, and we do know that Buddy went to jail, and he has been extremely pissed ever since he got out of jail, and he's been wanting to catch the fade with Zero.
As I stated earlier, where they got stopped at, no matter what, this is my opinion. I feel like where they got stopped at, Orange, Texas, predominantly country area. I'm sure this was probably at night, sundown town. Probably 4 or 5 Black Americans in the car. That's my opinion. They was gonna go down for something. So it's like, but at the same time, like I said, you know, you can't tell somebody how to react. And, you know, Buddy went to jail for lean, you know what I'm saying? And I'm, you know, like he said, but you know, he been pissed ever since he got out of jail about that.
And it turns out that he ended up catching a fade with Zero. Now, he didn't just catch the fade with Zero. It looks like that was like him, Trey the Truth there, you know, Tommy and some other guys as well. So in a way, you know, it looks like Zero was possibly jumped. Now, on a video that was actually put out, like I said, I can't put that video in here, but I will put that video on my Instagram at Key Talk Media Mafia inside of my stories. Like I said, it looks like Zero was possibly jumped. Whenever Zero got up, finally, because the security and the 12 came, you know, he tried to, you know, not just look like he just completely cowered out. He tried to go ahead and, you know, talking about stand on his toes. But like I said, he was already by himself. Of course, he do say he reps One Deep Entertainment, and Buddy was definitely one deep, and he was going to at least, you know, talking about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people like that. It looks like from the video. Anyways, so here it goes, man. How do y'all feel about this? Do y'all feel like, and actually, hold on, before I even tell you that, the Zayton guy even said that he just wanted to catch the fade with Zero or something like that. And I'm talking about, he said he been trying to just catch the fade, so they going to put that behind him. Do y'all feel like, you know, talking about they just going to just catch the fade and get back together, squash all that stuff? Or do y'all feel like, man, why they had to have all them people jumping up on Zero like that, man? Who was in the wrong in this situation? Who was in the right? Let me know some. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal.
All right, so my final thoughts on this is if it's an isolated thing where Jayton has, you know, this venom feeling about Zero, about, you know, some an incident that happened almost 17 years ago. Yeah, Zero and Jayton should have just caught the fade, and it shouldn't have been no beatdown. If that's the case, and Jayton got out of prison, and he's been, you know, holding that for like the longest, then yeah, Zero and Jayton should have just caught the fade. Trey the Truth and whoever else was joining in on Zero shouldn't have even got involved in it, and they should have just scrapped, and that should have been it, honestly. And even though they might not even shake hands after or nothing like that, that would have been it. It wouldn't have been no big ordeal like it looked like right now. And it looked like Zero got manhandled when it shouldn't even been that. But like I said, rewind it back to what I said. You cannot tell somebody how to react or how to, you know, deal with a situation, even if it was 17 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. You tell somebody how to react, and then it's a family issue. It's not even a two homeboys issue. This is a family issue. So that's what I think about it. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments, and yeah, that's it. I'll take it easy, bro.